to get off. Dungeon drop?
Oh yeah, dungeon drop.
Okay.
Medieval section with Excalibur. Dungeon drop was later, wasn't it? It was like most of my experiences at Astroworld were I was really little. So like later on stuff like it was kind of past the era when I was really going there when Dungeon drop came in. I mean, I went maybe a few times when I was a little bit older, but most of the time I went when I was really young.
Yeah.
I wonder how much work you had to do to get this thing working.
It was sawed into 4 pieces. So you see like one piece, you can see the seam right there, and then there's another seam, and then there's another seam right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and then I guess it was it was on this plywood, so that it was probably just.
I don't know, blank on what was right here. I think it was just probably just one of these little buildings. It was probably right there. It's just gone because I do remember like a shop in that area.
Oh man! Oh, there's just Alpine Sleigh Ride. Ah!
And that's where they turned it into the walk-through attraction. You would exit that, and there'd be some yellow weekends crap right there.
Yeah. What year did the Looney Tunes take over?
We're talking about 84.
Okay. Yeah.
Alpine Sleigh Ride lasted until about 82, 83 at the latest.
Okay. Yeah. I went on it when I was too small to ride the ride, I think. Huh? I remember, and what was the thing that they showed the movies in where you lay down?
Okay, the Horizon Theater, which was like right here.
Right there.
They've got these benches originally. Had the panoramic. I remember there was the film where you were like on a roller coaster, which is funny because you were at a theme park which had a roller coaster, but they were making you watch a movie like you were on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
And then you're in the like the Italian village, like speeding down through the streets, and you end up in the barrel of hay at the very end.
That's right. I remember that. That was great. I love that.
Yeah, I never saw that same attraction at any other park. So yeah.
It was odd.
It was I don't know, they got a sky car that fell off.
Where?
Now when that happened at the Dallas park, we took the ride down.
Really?
Yeah.
I for some reason I don't remember ever going on. I have gone on the sky car. I have gone on the sky car. I remember going on the sky car.
The one in Astroworld was one of the last operating.
Really?
I mean, that's a very endangered species, the brown little sky cars.
Yeah, I did it.
Disney took theirs out. I mean, no one's got it anymore.
I don't think I rode on the sky car till I was in junior high.
The only exception is the State Fair opened up a new technology model sky car like 3 or 4 years ago. But everybody else has taken theirs out. I mean, you're hard pressed to find one.
Maybe did you work here? Did you work at
No, I just know all about Astroworld.
You just know all about it.
Yeah. I was a theme park enthusiast for a while. Went around traveling with one of them, but just bad. A lot of trivia about parks.
Well, we lived over in the Beaumont area, and would come every couple of years. And then in '98, we moved to Pearland, and we thought, oh, we're going to go to Astroworld.
Every year.
Every
Every
month.
week. No, yeah, every weekend we're going to bring them.
Every other weekend we're going to go to Astroworld, and we never went from '98 to the time it closed down. What was that, 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
We went more often when we lived away.
See?
Yeah, I think
they were making some progress this last couple of years. It was like really improving a lot. It's such a big shock for Six Flags. One thing they did.
I think Kima had a
For
lot
our area, you know.
I think Kima had a lot to the demise of it.
No, it was Six Flags had spent a lot of the 90s and early 2000s overexpanding. They accumulated a huge amount of debt. They bought lots of parks like in Europe and other little parks around the country, and they got way over their heads. They were like $2 billion in debt at about around the time that they tried to sell Astroworld to raise money, and it was a complete fiasco because they started tearing it down and the buyer backed out. It's still like a empty field of grass right now. I mean, the amount of money they spent tearing everything down pretty much ate anything they made off the sale. It was the guys that made that call, the like executives at Six Flags at the time, they were ousted the next year. I mean, they were fired for just incompetence of it all. But it was too late. I mean, it was big damage had been done. So Kima built up really after, like they didn't get the roller coaster until this was like actually shut down, and that's when they really got more aggressive with the boardwalk and these other plans. Because it is far enough away that they weren't really competing. It's kind of like you got the restaurants with some rides for the kids. It was really a restaurant-centric little thing in Kima. Versus the place where you drop the kids off. You know, it was a different kind of market.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I can remember a lot of good days. Now, did they salvage this? Was this stuck somewhere?
The guy that built this model had it in his garage for like a couple decades.
Oh, really?
He just uncovered it and was like, oh hey, and he put it back together, fixed it up, put it on display. Apparently they found out we're getting it moved to the library right now.
Yeah, the central library.
It was really good, so it's too shame that this thing to get squirreled away again.
Yeah.
It's probably all that's left of the park.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready to go? I always like this. There was a ride like this at Hershey Park last time I was there, and the difference was the gondolas actually would spin as well. You could like spin
Oh,
kind of
wow,
like
wow.
a T-Rex
Huh.
where you so it was
Oh, you could like spin
an
them?
upgraded model of the octopus there that they had at Hershey, and some parks actually had a three tier.
Three of those
version.
going at one time.
Yeah.
Wow. And could you like spin the gondola yourself?
See, this one didn't spin. This one was kind of.
Okay.
You know, the whole thing. It was like a little bit like a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
The way that it would spin like this.
It would, and then it would.
But the one in Hershey actually, the individual cars could spin as well.
So, trying to remember.
That was really cool.
Yeah, there's a cold front and it's blowing in like now. it'll be in like this evening, I think. The cold front.
Those are. The one at Hershey's. The guy that built the model was here doing a little presentation.
Oh yeah, I remember. I think it's found out too late or something.
Yeah, it was something else was happening that day.
Yeah,
I found out about it. Shoot,
I remember.
We're doing a favor. I wonder how long they're gonna go all this. I mean, that was like. Yeah, people do this for like model railroad people, make little things like this.
Yeah.
But you know, it's been a lot of time. It's like a lot of detail.
It is a lot of detail.
None of this is like, you know, factory parts. It's all.
No, it's all. You know, I know you could. I mean, it's all made out of modeling stuff. Like, you know, there's stores that sell things like the little trees and the thing is to make things like this. You can buy. There's like a little section at Texas Art that has some.
Well, yeah, the foliage, but the.
Foliage, but
every
those little cards, those little.
Building of.
Yes.
I mean, every little like.
Oh, okay.
You know, maybe he found the boot somewhere, but I mean.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I could have found the boot somewhere.
I can't see a whole lot else that was like.
It's funny if they made the statue based upon this random boot that he found because he just added it to the model.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. We'll make a giant one.
Yeah, that's great.
I like the river.
The black dragon in the Astroworld.
And they kind of over here is where they kind of put Thunder River and stuff, right? Kind of.
Thunder River was in this empty spot south.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually they built like so.
And bamboo shoot was over here. Which is right there. That's bamboo shoot. Okay. But I wasn't recognizing it earlier, but now I recognize it. Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually they built Accelerate over this river ride.
Yeah.
Because this is a really awesome jungle cruise.
Oh, I know. I got to be captain one time, and there's a picture of you somewhere the captain had.
When they built a ride on top of it, it ruined it. It really did. And they changed it to some like wetlands.
They made it a lot smaller, I think, or at least it didn't look like this. It wasn't this big, you know.
It didn't seem this big because they had a ride on top of it.
That's okay. Haha.
I mean,
Haha.
it was like, okay. I'm like on my jungle cruise and there's a roller coaster on top of me. I mean,
And they had kind of a, I remember there was kind of a, I don't know, I have just a vague visual memory of how it all was.
yeah, they had the King Kong, he blew smoke out of his eyes.
Yes, I remember
And
that.
it was awesome. I mean, that was one of that ride and the Alpine Sleighs were like just brilliant original rides. They lost due to
Alpine
maintenance
Sleigh
issues and
was such a weird memory for me. Eee. I seriously had nightmares about Alpine Sleigh Ride. Like
that was the best ride this park ever had.
that one?
Yeah.
I was too little for it when I went on it. I was just too small, and it freaked the hell out of me.
Well, I rode it. I was your age, and
Yeah.
you're young, older than you at most. And it was just the most amazing. And that was that young. It was just mind blowing how cool that was.
I think maybe it's me because I'm weird and like for some reason.
It was a very original ride. I mean, dark rides exist elsewhere, but not quite like that. I mean, there's some.
No, I'm probably maybe.